There is outrage in Texas after prosecutors accepted a plea agreement that means a former fraternity president from Baylor University who was accused of rape will not go to jail. Jacob Anderson, the former president of Baylor's Phi Delta Theta fraternity, was accused of raping a sophomore, this at an off-campus party in 2016. Anderson had faced a maximum of 20 years in jail, but an agreement with prosecutors means he will serve no jail time now, and he also will not have to register as a sex offender.
Let me just take a moment here and read you part of the victim impact statement from this girl who says she was raped by Anderson when she was 19 years old, and I quote her. "It must be horrible to be you, to know what you did to me, to know that you are a rapist, to know that you almost killed me, to know that you ruined my life, stole my virginity, and stole many other things from me." She goes on to say, "By the grace of God, I am alive today to fight this injustice. One breath either way, and Jacob Walter Anderson would be on trial for murder." Our Ed Lavendera is all over the story. He joins us now from Texas. Good morning, Ed. Just walk us through what we know at this point.
Good morning, Poppy and Jim. It's also important to keep in context in all of this. This is, surrounding Baylor University, which over the course of the last several years has been embroiled in these types of cases, and a huge scandal involving that, and obviously the role that the local prosecutor's office there in Waco played in all of this. So this kind of coming on the heels of what has already been a highly publicized scandal for that Waco area. But as mentioned, this dating back to February of 2015, this off-campus fraternity party where Jacob Anderson is accused of raping this young victim. He was indicted on 4 counts of sexual assault, and despite all of that, he's essentially pleaded no contest to unlawful restraint, which is a 3rd-degree felony. And the details of that include no jail time, a $400 fine, and receive counseling. That probation is supposed to last about 3 years. So after that 3-year period is over, all of this would be expunged from his record if there are no other problems during that 3-year period. But in highly intense and emotional moments inside that courtroom when prosecutors and the defense attorneys and the judge all agreed to this plea deal. I'll read you a little bit more of what the victim in this case also went on to say during that court hearing yesterday. This is from our affiliates down there in Waco, saying, quote, "If I had the courage to come back to Waco," she's referencing this because apparently the prosecutor and the DA did not appear in the courtroom yesterday. She said, "If I had the courage to come back to Waco and face my rapist and testify, you could at least have had enough respect for me to show up. You both will have to live with this decision to let a rapist run free in society without any warning to future victims. I wonder if you will have nightmares every night watching Jacob rape me over and over again." According to the victim's attorneys in this case, they basically said that Jacob Anderson had left this victim to die choking on her own vomit, and that's why this victim was describing this in such emotional terms. Jacob.
Just heartbreaking.